Hi, I'm Lisa. I wanted to welcome all the new lawyers who just were admitted to the bar in Washington and in British Columbia. Congratulations to you. It's a lot of hard work. One thing that makes me think about this today is the concept of precision. When a person is in law school and when you're, becoming a new lawyer, the first things you learn how to do are really analyze documents, analyze what somebody says and compare it, piece by piece to maybe what was supposed to have been said. It might be a simple comparison, or more likely the writing, the concept, the pieces are analyzed to see how they fit into answering a question in a legal setting. A judge can't answer a question broadly. The judge has to answer a question basically yes or no. And so all of the broad information about a case has to be really distilled. And that is the skill that they teach us in law school. In the context of what I do, where I'm working with government agencies, whoever receives our application has to use the guidance and decide whether this kind of broad application with many, many pieces fits in what is the government supposed to have for a certain kind of case, let's say for an artist or a musician. If the regulation says they have to be extraordinary or they have to play music that is culturally relevant, think about those terms. Extraordinary, what does that mean? Well, it should be defined somewhere else. Culturally relevant, well, then somebody's going to have to first say, this is the culture, and these are elements that are part of that culture, and this musician knows these concepts, this musician plays these things. Here's evidence that that person has recorded CDs and albums. Here's evidence that they teach about that. Here's all of our evidence showing that what this person does fits inside the bubble of what is culturally relevant. So it's the lawyer's job to lay that out in text, um, sentences and paragraphs that make a persuasive case that a person who is on the other side of this, thinking that their job is to disqualify people, make sure that person sees your application and understands that it does fit. Make them want to approve it according to whatever the regulations and policy say. So law school and the beginning of law work teach people to be pretty precise, and that's what you want to look for. Welcome, new lawyers.